Hey everybody, welcome back to Superman Crypto, your host Superman in the house. This time we're looking at another Xen update and see how this is looking ahead of the big Phoenix launch on Ethereum. So let's check out how the state of affairs is. We've got Ethereum Xen, and of course it is currently at 2,200 with 5 zeros in front. And we can see it's down 30% again, so a real downtrend here leading into Phoenix. And of course, let's see how this is going. We've got 231 buys, 145 sells on the trade, so 61% of the trades are buys. However, the volume there is winning. We got 955,000 sell versus 927 on the buy side. So this is indicating 51% on the sell side. We are down 13%. We've got $1.4 million in liquidity in the top trading pair there for V3. So yesterday we had the big whale sell down, and how you can decide who that is or not. But we're about to lead into Phoenix, and of course we're looking for some burn. We get a lot of Xen mints, and of course we want some burns for the price to go up. Right, that's pretty much it. We got fortunately we've got two big protocols launching, Phoenix on Ethereum, and see whether it does even better than on Polygon. And of course, then we've got Xen Dodge with the big 1,500% bonus coming up on the 20th. So that's expected. I don't know if that's been utterly confirmed, but that is the expected date there on the 20th. But Phoenix is definitely launching on the 13th. Stay tuned. We're going to get into that from Joe Blau later on. Let's jump into DXN. DXN is was holding up pretty well. Another down day though for a DXN at $24.38. Yesterday the low was $22.68. We've had 139 buys, so 62% of the trades have been buys, and the buy volume there is 52% at 463 over 422, but it's indicating that we're down 3%, so I'm not sure how that works, but that is where we are at the stage. Let's have a look at the liquidity. It's at 562,000, so I take it that just in the last wee while we've just had a down there on the last wee while. We're actually up to about $27, so just the way it goes sometimes. Let's go into the Xen dashboard, have a look at the liquidity. And of course, here we can see that we're at 9.943 trillion. So not too bad today, not too bad. And our stake's gone up 1.687, so almost back up to 1.7. I really would like to see a lot more staking going on. Let's have a look at the incremental burns. We can see the burn rate at the moment, 2009. I guess it's a million per hour. I'm not sure, I guess that is. But let's jump over to the actual burn numbers. So we got the 11th of May 2023. This is really cool having this picture now. It's so much easier to report. We can see that DBZN daily there, 27 billion on a DBZN there for the 11th, which is really cool. That's down from yesterday on the 10th at 39, and the previous day 39, but definitely up for some of the lows that we had down at 17 billion. So 27, but still way too low. We need multiple protocols burning multiple times of this amount, so we need to kind of hit the 100 billion burn a day is kind of where we need to be. Stop the top of my head there. Let's jump over into the cost. We had a bit of a spike in cost here based on this $16. I don't know why that is, but I guess we might have had some spike in cost there. We'll have a look at the 64 Gwei at the moment, so it's not too bad given how high Gwei's been lately. Let's jump down into the Xen supply again. Yeah, so 27 billion new burn, 34 billion came out of staking, but it looks like we've had a bit more going there since the 11th. And so new supply, 58 billion is the net supply. So not great having all these net supplies in a row, just accumulates. Let's see where we are, 59.46% on the liquid Xen, so still under 60%, up from 56. So headed in the wrong direction there, but stabilized around just under 60%. Looking at the future mints, we've got the big twins there. Let's call them the twin sisters. They're coming up there over 330 billion, or about 330 billion each. But fortunately, we've got Xen Protocol launching on Saturday, the 13th there, and then on the Xen Dodge expected on the 20th. So perfect time. Here we go. We've still got to absorb all the circulating supply we've got now, plus these two twin candles. So we will see how this number here changes by the time we get past the 20th. It's going to be fun to see. Let's have a look at the new mints and have a quick look at that. We've got the new mints at 4,187, so very low new mints, which is good for generally the supply in the future. But of course, not so much for adoption. We're sitting over 12 million on the C rank there. What's our days to cost coverage at 246 days at the moment, given the price of Xen? All right, let's go to DXN and have a look at the current cycle. We can see that obviously DXN was at 27 billion burn. Let's have a look where we are at the moment. We're currently on the current cycle, which is day 51. We're on day 51, and we're at 7.5 billion, which is actually a better day than yesterday, way better. So 10 hours to go in the day. Let's have a look at the this current cycle leaderboard. We've got a couple of people with a couple of billions in there. 58 Gwei, 83 Gwei, 61. So it's 84 Gwei. Really high. You definitely want to get as cheap as possible on these if you're going in. And definitely this time of day coming out, like the next couple of hours, they're definitely the cheapest. Probably 4 hours from now is the cheapest time in terms of the Gwei, but definitely trying to hunt that cheap Gwei is important there. So yeah, how many participants are in today? 23 unique minters so far today. There is 9,049 DXN. So that's just about to go under 9,000 for the daily auction. It's going down by about 0.2% per day. So DBZN performing pretty well. We're at 3.1 trillion total burn since DBZN in 50 days. So not bad there. We just need more protocols doing that too. All right, let's jump into Jack Levin's updates over the last 24 hours. Now he's been posting all frogs are welcome to DGen. Den at there. So he's talking about ribbits. If a frog was bitten by a vampire, would it still be a ribbit? So he's teasing that out. So yeah, lots of stuff still on the BRC. VMPX, the biggest dark horse in BRC 20. So still focusing on Bitcoin quite a bit at the moment. Being Xen, the four horsemen. Obviously got the four people in the house there with Xen, Joseph, Razvan, and Jack Levin. We cover them on this channel. Bitcoin, let's jump through that. Got a bit of a froggy there. Love frogs. Love me some ribbits. And of course, Bitcoin is broken. So that is coming up too. Bitcoin isn't broken. There we are. And so yeah, he's just got just more artwork there. To put things in perspective, VMPX mint or Vampire X mint was 5 cents per token, currently at 20 cents, which is true. So it was nearly worth the mint price. Reminder, 600 holders to go until Vampire X utility announced. We are currently number 1 by holders and number 2 by market cap. No other BRC 20 tokens expect to have utility, and they are looking to add utility to that. So there we are. There is plenty of reasons to own Bitcoin now. And then 1 hour ago, interesting to observe on-chain transactions versus centralized transactions. What else we got going there? Eventually, the prices should start matching when centralized exchanges have enough liquidity. Good news though, price action. No effect on holders. So still focusing on the BRC 20. Why is BRC 20 powerful? We thought about it on Saturday, launched it on Sunday. Now 20 million market cap, spend $20 in total to deploy the inscription. So it's kind of the cool thing. Anyone can really launch these things. So that is kind of the highlights from Jack. Let's jump into M Fenix on Polygon. Have a look at that. So far, 137 billion burn today, with almost just over 6.9 trillion burn of Xen. MZen through the Phoenix protocol. Pretty cool, actually. It's a nice little number there. 137 so far, and we've got 13 hours in the day left. We can see that these MZen liquidity is down at 9,700, and the price there is just struggling a little bit there. Let's go to the log function. Yeah, just struggling there at the bottom, down 15% on the 24-hour. And hopefully the Phoenix on Ethereum will do a lot better. But hey, look, it's actually doing really well with the MZen burns, almost 6.9 trillion. That's a big deal. But the price is really struggling there with liquidity. Let's jump over to the, you can see all the leaderboards down the bottom. So the current cycle, where's the current cycle? Stakers, sorry, they got stakers on this one. I forget about that. All right, you can check out all the data here on the Xen Pub under Phoenix dashboard. You just go down to Phoenix here and you can check that out. And if you're involved in that project, definitely have a look at all the stats so you understand exactly the profile of staking. Obviously, people are generally staking out longer to get more shares and get that the first rewards, and we're going to check those out in a second. Joe Blau did give the Phoenix launch dates for Ethereum, and of course we can see here at 10 p.m. PST on Saturday the 13th of May, 13 Eastern Time and 1700 GMT. So definitely they're up and running. And if we go to the actual DApp, Phoenix.FYI, we can see Polygon's already up and running. Ethereum is inactive, but that will, as soon as that goes live on the timeframes there, that will go live. So keep a track on that and put that in your calendar. But that's about to go active. As soon as it does, you can go burn some MZen and then mint your Phoenix there. There'll be a 3-week stand down period, just like on Polygon. Let's have a look at the Polygon reward. And of course, we're going to actually need to hit the right profile there. Let me go to the DAP. I'm on the wrong page. Let me just switch over to Polygon. And let me get a Polygon mainnet and a refresh there. You've got to be on the right chain, right? So let me have a look here. Let me refresh that as well. It says inactive. That can't be right. Let's refresh. Live. This is what happens when you record sometimes. There we are. That's better. That's better. So we're going to go Polygon active. Nice. And we're going to go to the reward. And here we are. So we've got 21-day stand down period for the first rewards. We've got 8 days and 13 hours to go. 692 million Phoenix in the reward pool. Stake pool there, 487 million in Phoenix. But just remember, the liquidity is pretty light there at about $9,000 or so. So take that into account. We don't know what Ethereum's going to be when Ethereum launches. So there we are. All right, let's have a look at the BRC market just quickly for Bitcoin. And we can see this has been a big focus of the team. Vampire there at number 3 at the moment. The total volume over the last 24 hours, 7.77 Bitcoin. And of course, the current price, or at least the last sale, was at 588 Satoshis. It's down 45% on the 24-hour basis. But of course, he's talked about adding utility to this. So we will see. And of course, making EVM a second layer of Bitcoin kind of protocol. So we're going to see that. It could be groundbreaking connections there between Bitcoin and EVM. And we can see the cheapest one at the moment, 818 sats is the cheapest price at the moment. So there we are. You can go to orders, by the way, and check out listed, and you will see the listed. If you want to check out sold, what was the latest sold, you can see 699, 620, looks 638, 619, 615, 600. We had 580, 530. So 530 just definitely looks like the last one there. So the cheaper the better, right? If you can get it. And of course, we go to listed. We can see that 618 is the lowest price you can buy at the moment. Don't forget to check out Pulse Chain is coming within the next 6 days. It is counting down where everyone's excited. And of course, Pulse Chain here on the BRCs is the one that I launched for Pulse Chain. A good representation on the Bitcoin chain. And you can see that we had an all-time high in the price, 11 Satoshis, which is pretty cool. So congratulations for those who picked it up. 11.5 Satoshis, actually. So that's just over 3/10 of a penny. So just a slow little creep up here on the old Pulse chain. And once it comes listed, who knows what could happen here. Obviously, it could be fun. It could not, obviously not financial advice, but check it out. $sign PLS, and let's go. All right. That's pretty much the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and stay tuned. We're expecting Xen Dodge, of course, to come up later on, Xenon, and many other protocols launching in the ecosystem on Xen. So it's going to be fun times ahead. It's a really interesting path to value. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.